Hey guys, welcome back. Flea Market Finds episode 26. Didn't think I'd have this one up so soon. I was debating whether or not I'm doing this now or like a month later, but I figured I took so much time during October, November not posting anything, I figured I'd get another one up now. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's not Sunday or Saturday. Of course you know because you're watching this now. Didn't do anything on Sunday. Sunday was a bust around here because it rained, sadly. Saturday, I was actually able to go to Berlin, the Berlin Farmers Market in New Jersey, and that was a nice thing to do. I went with my mom and my uncle, who's recovering from a few things that he had happen during the summer. Slowly trying to get his strength back in his legs. He couldn't walk for a pretty long time. And I'm happy that he's all better now. But he just needs to strengthen the legs again. I think he lost 40 pounds while he was sick. Basically what this video is going to be is Christmas haul / flea market finds. But I did get some finds. I did get 5 items, so that does count for a flea market finds episode. But I'm also going to show off Christmas stuff and some pickups that I got before and after Christmas. So I'll just start with the Christmas stuff. Any of you who know me, I like Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, etc. And on my Christmas list, I had basically all Kamen Rider stuff because I don't ever get the chance to order it from Amazon and whatnot. So this is like my one time of the year that I get it to get ordered. And my parents and my aunt helped me out with that, so they ordered the stuff for me. And I'm very grateful for it. But my aunt / godmother was able to get me the Sengoku driver from Kamen Rider Gaim. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm mad it only comes with 2 lock seeds, because now I gotta spend a crap ton of money to get more of them. I think the cheapest one is Pine at like $23, and the locks are like yay big. But for an extra lock seed, I'll do that, but I think like the other ones are like around 30 plus. The most expensive lock by itself is 130 right now, I think, last I checked, which I don't have the belt for that lock anyway. I gotta find me a Genesis driver for cheap. Then it comes down to what my mom got me, because that was like the only gift I got from my aunt, because it was like $80. She has a limit for me. But my mom, she went all out this year for me, and I don't know why. Maybe it was because we got my sister a car this year. But what I found under the tree, I really should say. Super Best, I know Super Best mentioned the DX Deno belt. It's not a driver, it's a belt. And I had this on my list. I had like 3 belts on my list, and I got all 3. The Sengoku one, this one, and another one. None of the accessories, which was kind of a bummer for me, because I was like, hey, give me some lock seeds, give me some wizard rings, give me some switches, because I have the wizard driver, and I got, I have already switches and whatnot, but I needed more just in case. I think I had the last O metal set that I needed, but I didn't get that. I had some beast stuff, but eh. But the Deno belt was good enough, and this thing is tiny, very tiny. Like, it's possibly the size of... This part here is possibly the actual size of it. And of course, I already said switches, but the bigger box was the Forze driver. This is just as fun as the Sengoku one. Not as fun... It's a lot funner than Wizard. Not as... Yeah, I'd say Gaim and this one take the cake for me. Because I already had like 4 switches already, and now I got 4 more. But now I need to get more, and they're like $10 for a 2-pack on Amazon, so I might just go head first in on those and get like maybe 3 for $25. Some are cheaper. Another thing that was under the tree, it's not really a tree, it was more of a bush. Okay, that's how it looks. Is the PlayStation 4 bundle with trying to show it there. Lego Batman and Little Big Planet 3. Yeah. Little Big Planet's a downloaded title, so I gotta sign on the PS Network and download that. The code is good till 2017, so I was like, I got plenty of time. And then Batman 3, Beyond Gotham. I haven't really played any of this yet, just because the PlayStation 4, the Batman game is something that I'm not looking forward to playing. Xenoverse I want to play, a new Batman game, Godzilla. I gotta get the Lord of the Rings game for this, because I want to actually play that one. Alright, pickups wise now, this one is before Christmas. I went to the movies with a buddy of mine, Matt. We went to see the new Hobbit film. I am a big Lord of the Rings fan. Very good movie, I'm just saying. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But there was a Barnes & Noble there, and I remembered from last year that Barnes & Noble had Gundam figures, and I wanted to see what ones they had, at least for my price range. And they actually had some decent ones, and I was happy enough to pick up a few and build them. Wing Gundam Phoenix. As you can see, it's like a weird version of the Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing. Or 01. Yeah, 01. That was fine with me, but then I saw that they had the Endless Waltz series of the D-Hell Custom. This is actually a buddy of mine's favorite Gundam. He was a little mad at me that I bought that because he didn't have the money to buy any, but he's not much of a model builder like I am. I like to build model kits. Mostly Gundam and Zoids. Anything beyond that, I don't do Macross or anything like that, but Gundam and Zoids is what I prefer. I did do Gal Gar once. That was fun. And the other pickup I got after Christmas. What the hell? Okay. They had a few of these on the shelf, so I tried to pick the best looking box because some of them had like issues. But I think I came out alright. This was originally $200 on the shelf. They dropped it to $150 for like Black Friday. And then like I think on Christmas, like the day before Christmas Eve, they dropped this to $99.99. It dropped to $100. I was even more happy to pay that. I was happy to pay the $150, but to pay $100, I was 100% fine with that. Just because I know this is going to jack up in price eventually when everyone's looking for it. It happened to the first Legacy item they did, which was the Megazord. It's not happened yet to the Dragon Zord, but it's going to happen. Once it's gone, it's gone. And everyone's going to be like, oh, I was going to pick that up. But I picked up the Legacy Titanus, and you can see this beast is big. I promised a buddy of mine, Bob, I would do a short review on this. The toy itself, great. All the detail on it, great. Mouth moves, you have to put it together out of the box. The body by itself is disconnected, the feet are disconnected, the tail's disconnected, the whole head is disconnected. So you gotta put it all together. What's die cast on this? The feet are die cast, the tip of the tail is die cast, the center chest has some die cast in it. That's it. Not a lot of die cast, so I'm guessing they learned from the Legacy Dragon Zord, because that thing was awful with the die cast. And yes, I have tried combining them to form Ultra Zord. Scary. Very scary. Because when you put the Dragon Zord on top, it might scratch the paint on the Megazord's head. Very scary. And it doesn't shut over the head for mine. Alright, that's about it for pickup-wise. And now it's on to the flea market finds, which you've been looking forward to, of course. Not really much to say because the place was dead. It was dead. They had maybe 30 vendors there. The place is huge. The place is at least maybe half a football field, maybe a little more. It's big. It's big. That's what I can tell you. It's all uphill, too. It's like uphill, downhill, uphill, if you go by the roads. Let's see. The first find I found that day, he had a few other games. I asked him what he wanted for Star Ocean. He told me 15. I was like, He had Parasite Eve Black Label. He said 15 on that. I was like, And when I saw this and I knew I didn't have it, I asked him how much. He goes, $5. I was like, I'll take this. And what I got was a very nice conditioned Pokemon pinball. I had this when I was younger, and it was like the hardest thing to figure out for me. I have actually been playing this, and the rumble works, the battery still works. I'm having fun with this game. I just pop it in my SP and I just go to town on it. It's fun. Catching Pokemon in there, still hard as hell. The next thing I grabbed was for $10. It was 100% complete. Got home, the disc is not in the greatest shape. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell. At least give you something. This thing has seen better days, and I'd be shocked to say it plays. But as it is now, it's kind of now a placeholder until maybe I find a better looking copy. But the case is nice, the manual's nice. For $10, it was not that bad. I picked up Luigi's Mansion. I'm trying to get all the GameCube exclusive titles, at least for me. So this is like another expensive one off the list because this game still goes for around the $25 to $30 mark. I think it was like last year it dropped to like 18, but I think due to the 3DS release of Luigi's Mansion, this went up a bit again. But for 10, it's not bad. I just don't know if it plays yet. I gotta hook up my Wii and find out. Yeah, a GameCube controller somewhere around here. And my last few sales were from the same vendor. I know him quite well. I've bought from him before. I've sold stuff to him myself. He's a nice guy, and he works with you sometimes. He had a copy of Pokemon Red version that, as you know, I already picked up. But his label was nicer, and he had a saving battery in it. He wanted $20 for it, and I had to decline because I had just bought a red version. Saving battery. Granted, the label wasn't as good, but I'm fine with what I have for right now because I know there's more reds out there, so I can find one eventually. But what he did have Pokemon-wise was a plush Bulbasaur. And Bulbasaur is actually my favorite of the 3 starters from Generation 1. Why? Because he's like the badass guy of the 3 from the show. Squirtle's more laid back, Charmander was so childish, and Bulbasaur was, well, the badass who never wanted to evolve. And then I got this for $2. It is very, very clean. There's no dust on it. I'm sure that's going to change while it sits in my dusty room. But I'm happy to have this. I didn't have a Bulbasaur plush, so now I have a Bulbasaur plush. You'll join my Pikachu and Piplup. Which I don't really care for Piplup, but he's Piplup. And the guy also had these weird things. They're somewhat wood. Kind of feels like drywall, but it's not drywall. It's actual wood. He wanted 5 each for these. They're both Digimon related. I'm just going to say that right now. Then he went to 8 for both. Then he went for 7 for both, which I was very fine with. It's basically something layered over a piece of wood. I'm going to say, but as you can see, it is very nice. There are like indent scratches on here. You can tell there. But it's hard to see when far away, so it's fine. They do hang nicely on a wall. I'm actually using thumbtacks to hang these things, and they've actually stayed up real nice. You can see right there, there's the holes. I have 2 slots up here, and then I have 2 pins underneath to kind of outweigh it, or help the weight of it. And the other one is this one, which is actually not as nice as the other one. The other one has like very nice shading to it. This one has no shading to any of the characters at all, so it really looks more cartoony than it should. But honestly, that's the haul for this week. And I mean, I wish I got more. I could have got more, but I wasn't spending 15 to 15 on Parasite Eve or Star Ocean. I mean, when I looked up Star Ocean, it's only going for around 8 to 10. So I wasn't going to overpay for a game, and Parasite Eve is a $15 game, and I didn't really want to pay retail. I don't like paying retail unless it's like a game I 100% want. Like if I find Digimon World 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to want those. If I find one of the Gundam games for the PlayStation 1, I'm going to pay up for it. Granted, those games are only like $10 to $15 games, so it doesn't hurt your wallet as much as the Digimon ones. But that's basically it. You'll possibly see another one of these maybe in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm waiting for the flea market guy to give me a ring on the Morpher situation. That's in 2 weeks he said he would bring them. In 2 weeks he said he would bring them. So I kind of have a little bit of money stashed away for that. Oh yeah, I am meeting a buddy of mine, Keith. He's like an admin on the Power Rangers group that I'm on. He made me an admin, but he's like the leader. He posted some Power Ranger toys, see if anyone was interested. He's basically a reseller, but he gives great deals, and I'm happy for that. I asked him about two. He gave me the price of one and the other one. I was happy more about the other one than the other one, and I'm possibly gonna get that sometime after the new year because we have to meet up first. So look forward to seeing that on here. But yeah, guys, hey, enjoy the rest of December. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you then.